Okay, that's done. Yep, that's done. All right, things are online. Let me just expand the Twitch chat a bit. And yeah, this is gonna be a really interesting stream. Yeah, I'd like to apologize to everyone who was hoping that they would get to play with me tonight. That is unfortunately not happening. So yeah, hello, this is Dr. Calico, and today we're building a map. Okay, so I have the controls, and that is if I press insert. Okay, so first off, let's see what we can do with the plugin. Oh, hey, RC Gamer. This is gonna be a really weird stream tonight because uh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, no multiplayer. Because we got this plugin from Good Boy 242. I fucked up the name. We got this plugin from Good Boy 424, and now we're building a map. So yeah. Okay, so let's no clip and let's see what we're working with the chamber. Okay, so the walls here are very thin Infinirock. Okay, that was honestly a bit weird. Yeah, let's just figure out what we're working with first here. Yeah, basically there. Oh. Oh, okay. So, that's a thing. Okay, so it looks like stuff is spawned up here. And honestly, I'm curious, is this a functional turret? It doesn't look like it's a functional turret. Be because I just stood in front of it and nothing happened. Okay, that's good that there's a pistol here. Yeah, I'm just gonna listen while you build your map and talk. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Let's also spawn in a lantern. If that is, if I can spell it right. Uh, yeah, I'd just give myself a light source here. So, okay, now this map is massive. Like, wow, there was honestly a lot of stuff that, you know, I could place here. Yeah, and actually, how far to set body field thirst? Can I thirst? Okay, that's a bit of an anomaly. Body field. Oh. That is. Oh, I have God mode, thank goodness. Yeah, let's just go down here. Set body field. Hunger. What? Oh, I think that there's a problem with the console command. Yep, that's why we're testing. Thirst 99. Yeah, basically, let's just get rid of that. Alright, now, where would be a good place to build what I want to build? Yeah, and also I need to find out where the testing chamber is as well. Yeah, I think it's like at the one... Okay, there we go. So, let's see here. Yeah, we're just getting a hang of the plugin here. Browser. Tiles. There should be steel somewhere around here. Okay, steel tile. And then let's just place a block here. Okay. So, yeah, and H is brush. Oh, I've been pressing H a bunch. Okay. Oh hey Chiro, what's this? Welcome to a very unusual stream. So, I have like 4 of Chimera's logs, and good boy 424 in Discord sent me a plugin to build a map, because I have expressed on my YouTube that I want to have a sequence for some of the logs that is not currently possible because I don't know how to build a map. So they sent me this. But yeah, welcome to possibly the most unusual stream that I have ever done. And also, oh, I can disable earthquakes. Oh, and also for safety reasons, we will not be playing with this plugin. Yeah, basically, during the normal gameplay, we're just gonna uninstall the plugin. Yeah, just complete and total uninstall for safety reasons, because this is totally not multiplayer compatible. And also, let's break some block. What did I do? Chat? Okay, let's just okay, chat, I think we fucked up the map. Okay, so don't do that. Let's head back to the main menu and restart that. And yeah, fun fact, this arm is all the way up here. This is the same map. Yeah. Yeah, the void seems to call. Yeah, absolutely, it does. You knew that? I didn't. But yeah, let's build underneath the map. And also, I'm going to... Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed the old test map, had an XP companion and everything. I never played the old testing map. Oh, wait, hang on a moment, I just realized, yeah, we have to pretty much, disable the mod, just so we can use the console. Or rather, turn off the mod. Spawn item... No, wait, spawn... lantern. And then let's, that's print screen. That's not insert. Okay, home is open up the menu. Let's go for steel. Then let's place some blocks here. Okay. Yeah, it's not everything new. Test map is far superior, but they could at least bring back XP Companion. Yeah, you know what? That's absolutely fair. Yeah, and if I'm like down here, that's gonna show. So yeah, I think what we want to do is let's place like a steel floor here. And then let's yeah, what's a good head height? Yeah, because we're like, okay, so we're 3 blocks tall, 5 blocks tall, and then 6, 7, 8 blocks, possibly a good head height, I'd say. Yeah, like right around, oh, that's not the place button. Oh, I just turned on no clip. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chimera, I thought you were being serious. So yeah, probably like right around here would be a good head height. And yet, there's too much brain rot. Yeah, there's just too much brain rot. Yeah, and also, let me, healed. And then, actually, wait, while I'm here, I'm also quite curious. Let's set this to 50 temporarily. And then I'm just gonna use heal. I should just use the heal command. Okay, insert, and then turn on no clip again. Yeah, we do have God mode with this plugin. Yeah, so we cannot take damage. Okay, so brushes 1 by 1. We're going to break this. And then we're going to start placing some stuff, which is, yeah, let's place some steel tile here to form essentially a hallway. Yeah. Well, that's bad. Okay, V, 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 V. Yeah, then, objects. There should be, like, a light or something, I believe. Okay, definitely not NPCs. Not that. Yeah, is there, like, a light bulb? Consumable? Is it misc? Well, not the background. Yeah, we're pretty much just figuring this out live right now because, honestly, I like figuring it out live. Yeah, let's actually go all the way to... Okay, that's F for flashlight. L... Laser... Oh. Actually, I'm curious, what's a laser? Yeah. Doesn't look like I placed anything. That or I placed it badly. Spawned life pod light 1. Not spawning anything. Let's just see light. Nope, looks like nothing. Okay, so that's that's definitely working. Yeah, map, let's go back up here and just get rid of that. Yeah, and also, main door. What happens if I place this? Nothing's placed. Let's actually see if... Oh! Okay, so... Lesson learned. We got a few kinks to work out here. But hey, this is already impressive, the fact that I'm able to spawn in tiles. But let's see if I can just spawn in a light. That is going to be a no. Yeah, let's turn the mod back on now. Yeah. Yeah, home, tiles. And hang on, let me just double check here. Heat resistant alloy. Okay, so serious question, how would corporate structure something? Yeah, like, how would they use the floor and the wall? Let's actually go all the way up here and check that out. Okay, so from the looks of it, I'm gonna have to probably guess concrete ceiling, rubber floor, double steel tile. Yeah. Also, let's get a measurement as well. So if I stand here, I know my XP is 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. I thought that the XP was 5 tiles tall. There were actually 6 tiles tall. So yeah, that is very interesting. Today we learned. Yeah, it's also 7 tiles tall here. Yeah, let's actually go back down here and redo what we just did. Let's do the math again. So if we were to apply that knowledge, that is this doesn't work. Yes, let's just undo this and... Oh wait, am I actually using the right button, is the question. Yeah, and then rubber. Actually, in second thought, this is not gonna work. Because... Yeah, I don't like that sound. It sounds too silly if we're gonna be running down a hallway. So, let's... Does this happen every time I'm breaking the game. You know what, screw it, let's see if we can fix this. Background. Sandbag? That doesn't work. Yeah, the void definitely calls my name. And it is not solid. Okay, tiles. Let's just see if we can actually place things here. Okay, so that is a pretty significant problem. We cannot place things here. And how big is... Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess we have to get it right first try. Actually, what happens if we save and then load it? Okay, this was even more unexpected. I'm discovering things that I didn't even know existed. Yeah, we're gonna delete that. That was, I am breaking the game super hard, apparently. Okay, so, lesson learned in quality of knife, don't do that. You cannot save the map. That breaks everything. Let's try this again. Spawn lantern. Okay. Let's try this one more time. And this time let's also not screw things up. Yeah, let's also make sure that it is not visible. So we'll just have to go down here a little bit. Yeah, very carefully. And also, side question, is this consistent? Yeah, it is consistent. Yeah, it's a consistent pattern. And set body field happy. Okay, this is just annoying me. Let's set to 20. Yeah, there was the depression, so I just got rid of it. Field. And game. What was that? The heal command removed my happiness. Excuse me? What is this? Nope. Well, that's bad. Yep, that is probably bad. Do it again. Yeah, resets everything back to 0 to 100. So it removes happiness. The heal command reduces happiness. That is actually kind of funny. But yeah, we definitely are going to need a really long hallway here. Yeah, because okay, so in Chimera's logs, the thing I want to have happen is I want to have Chimera herself, or like a medic, running down a hallway while the log is actively playing. So the longer that the hallway is, the more time that we have to record the log and basically have the text underneath. So I messed up. Yes, I messed up running. Oh, and also, let me just... happiness. Let's just make sure that there's no depression whatsoever. Yeah, so basically, if I'm... No, wait, I think there's also going to be some lights here as well. Yeah, that's still way too short. Yeah, because... Okay, so my thought process is that if we're going to have the hallway be continuous, the hallway is actually shorter because of the camera. So basically, this is like a really short hallway due to how the camera works. Yep. Okay, what did I just place? Let's press home. Oh! That is thin ice from the currently in the code, but not released snow biome. Yes, let's set this back to steel. Yeah, we'll also need to replace this as well. No worries, we can probably replace it with like Infinirock or similar materials. Okay, so let's place the 2x2 brush. Yeah, let's have a really steady hand. Okay, so basically, if we start like right around here, and if we run this way... Okay, yeah, that's gonna be more than enough time, and we might as well place like a ladder or something here. So, honestly, what I want to set here is soil so I can excavate this. Because that is 2, 4, 6 tiles. Yeah, and how would personnel also transit between levels too? Yeah, just a single ladder. I think that's a little crowded. So let's have like 2 ladders and make it 8 tiles wide. And then set it back to steel and just and that is where I need to walk. So let's disable this. Spawn plasma cutter. Oh, and also add XP int. Let's just give ourselves 10,000 int. Not sure if it's still in the code, but in the past the tutorial room had an elevator. I am not entirely sure about that because I have not played that version of the game. Yeah, and then let's re-enable the mod again. Home, okay, steel. Yeah, let's just continue onwards. Yeah, just have the hallway aesthetically continue. And let's concrete. Yeah, let me just double check back here. Okay, so it is right here. I'm gonna go 1 block higher. So I am not moving the cursor. And then I'm going to press Z to place concrete. Wow. Okay. Moving. Does that. Lesson learned. Yeah, so moving does actually make your head bob. Today we just tested that, and it is a thing. Yeah, also, hang on a moment. Yeah, this is going to be like a really good map when I'm done. Because attention to detail and things like that. That word's going to be terrible. But still, I'm having fun with the and now we gotta break the whole block. Okay, let's have like a really steady hand while we do this. There's a very slight view bobbing. Yep. Crap. Let's also make sure that we can't hit the ceiling as well. Okay, so this part I'd say it looks good so far. That's hang on. Oh, I disabled the mod. Let's actually have this on our back and have this here for now. So yeah, this is actually a pretty creative tool, I'd say. I already like it. Yep. But yeah, let's just get rid of these blocks real quick. Even though we're probably going to replace them. Keep placing some concrete to form the hallway. Also, I have no idea why my character trips every so often. Like that. Is that just the physics engine? Because I am technically getting airborne? I think that's a physics engine because I am technically airborne. Yeah, then we need to drop down here later. Should this continue on? I'd say let's have it continue on just a little bit. Then let's brush 5x5. Alright, we're gonna press V once. That was very dangerous. And then we're gonna press Z here. No, wait. Wait. Yeah, just remembered, the concretes shouldn't just be exclusively concrete. Yeah, we need 2 tiles of steel. Yep, head back down here. Oh, and also, while I'm here, let's do ourselves a favor. Spawn recharging station. That's in the wall that is going to annoy me. That is floating. That's going to annoy me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's just heal while we're here. And then spawn large battery. And then while we're also here, I'm just gonna do myself a favor. Spawn a belt. Spawn a wrench. And also, does this consume durability? I'm going to say no. Honestly, I don't want that. Oh, right, turn the mod back on. And also, let's turn this back on, up. There we go. Yeah, looks like, yeah, I don't think we're able to spawn any lights via the console. So, that is a, yeah, sad no tunes for us. Okay, fine. Fine. What music do you guys want? Yep, alright, chat, what do you want? I'm just gonna put it on, where's you? RC Gamer, please exit my head stage left. Yeah, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Yeah, it's all the way down here. Option menu, audio. Yep. There you go, chat. Music. Just what you wanted. So yeah, okay, let's get back to it. Home, steel tile. Brush size of 2x2, and I just sat down. Dang it. Actually, let's use no clip. Yeah, this is a much more efficient way to build. Lesson learned. Okay, so to mark off the end of the hallway, what do we want to do? Yeah, should we just cap it off with, like, steel tile and that's it? Yeah, I think that capping off a hallway like that, yeah. Yeah, let's just cap off the hallway like that. Oh, and, also Infinite Rock. Rush 3x3, 5x5. because, like, the edge of the containment chamber's in Finnerock, and this could be problematic. You know, why don't we just make the whole map in Finnerock at this point? You know what, let's just fill the entire map. The entire visible map is filled with Infinirock. Yeah, I don't want to place it everywhere just yet because, well, for obvious reasons. Also, what's up with you? What's up with these two pieces of rock? Yeah, like, excuse me, why is there, like, some inconsistencies? But yeah, let's just... Okay, so there might be a bit of some quirks to iron out. Thank goodness we're testing it live. Yeah. And there goes the music. Yeah, and also, Infinirock does actually fit the lore for Chimera's logs, because it has that, like, asteroid look to it. You know what I mean? Like, an iron asteroid, carbonaceous asteroid, something like that. Yeah, but the problem is I actually don't like this texture. So, just pure Infinirock. So, what would be good for a for like an asteroid texture? Or actually Infinirock could be used as like bedrock or something. Yeah, but the problem I have is this section right here. Nope. Let's just get rid of this. Alright, chat, so, what music? Again? Yeah. Wait, I'm not going crazy, am I? Oh my fucking god. Wow. You guys see that, right? This game is so broken, I love it. What is this? You're just... What in the world is this? That won't get annoying. Oh, it absolutely will get annoying. Yeah, it's already angering me. Yeah, so if I'm running down here... That is so annoying! Okay, what texture is... soil? Oh my goodness. So we can't use Infinirock because it is, kind of buggy. Maybe Infinirock isn't the right material. It is absolutely not the right material. I mean, it has that asteroid look, but I think that we're gonna need to replace it. The downside is, what do we replace it with? Yeah, So let's actually go to the wiki. Scav prototype. Tiles. Let's browse some tiles here. So we need something that has this asteroid look to it, like light rock and gravel. Yeah, these two materials, they look like prime candidates. That also works. Clay kind of works. Soil kind of works. Uh, Granite, marble, limestone, absolutely not. Heavy rock, questionable. Actually, maybe we should just use a mix of light rock, gravel, clay, soil, and maybe heavy rock. Yeah, let's see what we can find here. Light rock. Yep. Actually, let's Chimera's logs map. Yeah, we're going to Control S. Yeah, we're just gonna save our progress right here. And then we're also gonna heal ourselves. And then we're gonna turn on no clip. Yeah, you could mix rock and gravel and maybe mix it with some copper and titanium for the kind of loaded asteroid feel. You know, that is a good point. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure how resource-rich the asteroid would be, because... Well, let's think about this logically. If they have an asteroid that has ore on it, you would probably be using that for mining. In the lore of Chimera's logs, it's a research station, or a research base. So, okay, actually maybe there could be small amounts of mining, but I'm not entirely sure if that would fit. Yeah, because Abiotic Factor, it does have Manufacturing West, which they do mining there. But mining in a redacted base? Maybe you could add some hollow asteroids like that. Let's just stick with things like rock materials. Yeah. Also, yeah. So let's increase the brush size to 10 by 10 and start placing. Yeah, already this looks better. This is my map after all. Well, the thing is that while this might be my map, I do want it to be so that way when Chimera is running down the hallway to, like, for the depression segment, there will be other people or other XPs in the hallway, which means multiplayer. So I want to really get this right, you know? It's not like, oh, let's just spam Infinirog everywhere. That's gonna look great. No, this shit is going to be annoying. Yeah, if we have textures fading in and out. Yeah, and plus, I want to make this look cool, dang it. And let's also, make sure that there's nothing that would raise suspicion that I have been breaking things. Oh my gosh, my head bob. But yeah, with clay as a blank slate, what this will do is, yeah, this is definitely looking more gray. 2 tiles short. Wait, hang on a moment, I just realized. Yeah, since I do plan on using this containment chamber, in the future. Am I stupid? No, actually, I think it actually looks better if we just fill in the gaps with clay. Yeah, because, yeah, here's my thought process. Yeah, we didn't have the ability to fill in this area earlier. And similarly, we also didn't have the ability to fill in this area earlier. So now, if we just... I turned on no clip. See? This... Doesn't this look better? Yeah, actually I might keep the Infinirock. I think I might keep the Infinirock. But yeah, don't you agree that this chamber looks at least marginally more complete when we just shove a bunch of clay everywhere? Oh, I'm gonna need to shove clay all the way over here as well. Yeah, let's just use the brush and let's just fill all of that in. Yeah, this definitely looks more complete. And yeah, we're also gonna dismantle the charging station as well, because that's just there for the plasma cutter, which I will obviously not have later. But yeah, I'd say this looks better. Yeah, none of the steel tile exteriors. Yeah, sorry driving yourself crazy with something not super focused. Absolutely fine. Let's be entirely honest, my attention span is that of a goldfish too, so, I can't complain either. Let's also, in case we are going to do anything height-related, let's just paint over this. I think I'm actually faster walking. Thanks, default no clip. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's annoying. Alright, we're just gonna heal ourselves up real quick. Yeah, let's also replace the... January about to burst a blood vessel, sorry, but you gotta leave now. Okay, hope you get better, sir. Yeah, thanks for stopping by for my, insane ramblings on making a map. But also at the same time, let's just fill this in. Let's cap off the hallway. You've got to be shitting me. Wow. Is it head height dependent? It's not head height dependent. Wait, it totally is. You don't screw it. I'm not dealing with that shit. Yeah, this is just an unsolvable problem. I'm going crazy trying to fix this. So we're gonna steel tile, 1x1 brush, a 2x2 brush, and actually, this is already annoying enough. Just cap this off. Yeah, I don't think that's a problem with the mod. I think that's just a problem with the game's engine. Yeah, because it is like everywhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the plugin does not change how tiles behave. So yeah, let's just fill this in real quick. And let's turn on no clip and start filling. But yeah, the problem here is only the fact that I cannot place lights. Which, you know, fair. No, wait. Yeah, these things happen. That's why we're testing it, and that's why we're also, you know, chill about it. Come on. You know, stuff takes time to develop. You know, it is not very easy to develop things. And the inability to add lights, while annoying, it is perfectly understandable for what we have access to right now. And also, if anyone asks if this is canon within the logs, no, it is not canon. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, so now, gravel. Yeah, I'm just gonna... just flame my cursor really fast while placing blocks. And this already looks irregular, which I like. And then also just place a few blocks manually as well. Yeah, there's a reason why I'm an artist. Yeah, just very fast flicks while spamming blocks everywhere. Okay, so don't do it vertically. Don't do that either. Let's clean up this as well. Yeah, let's remove these large clusters. Okay, so gravel again. That is perfectly fine. Yeah, we'll just fix that up with steel. And then just like gravel again and just... yeah, just flick. Yeah, this already looks a bit asteroid-like, I'd say. And now for my frustration with the game's engine, possibly. Yeah. Let's also heal while we're at it. Yeah, because this is definitely definitely want this to be irregular. Yeah, just constantly flick the mouse. I don't mind the fact that we just overrid some steel that is perfectly fixable by just doing that. Okay, I'm actually quite curious about Grant. I think granite could work for its irregular nature. Let's just, yeah, this time we're gonna just place blocks randomly. And let's also get rid of this. Yeah, because remember, if I break the background, basically all hell breaks loose. You know what, whatever. Yeah, let's just use, just haphazardly place blocks. Yeah, I don't care that I'm just overriding gravel as well. Okay, there we go. Yeah, unlike the other streams, if you guys have come here to watch me or get good at the game, you've come to the wrong stream. Okay, what did I pick again? Oh, granite. So yeah, unlike other streams, if you want to get good at Casualties Unknown, this is the wrong stream. If you want to watch me die horribly, you have also come to the wrong stream. I'm going to be completely clear on that. Yeah, because I'm not entirely sure how building a map is going to help you get better at Casualties. Yeah, just haphazardly place bits of... Okay, that looks better. Yeah, just sheer irregularity. Yeah, let's also touch this up as well. Yeah, there's also not much gravel touching on the upper side, so... Yeah, let's also do a little touch-up on that as well. Yeah, let's also fix these spots right here. Fix these spots here. Okay, now I'm actually quite curious what happens if I load the map. Okay, I press Control L. Okay, this could be problematic. Yeah, let's clean this up here real quick. Yeah, the reason why we're using the plasma cutter instead of, say, the plug-in tools is because I am very afraid that I will delete the background and cause the void to spawn. Which is extremely problematic. And plus, I'm pretty sure the plasma cutter is the fastest way to get rid of these tiles as well. And also, we do not have a... I just realized. Let's just get rid of them faster. It's a shame that we don't really have a hard hat in the game. Would have been fun. And plus, I'm pretty sure custom assets are out of the question. Yeah, a serious question for mod makers. How hard is it to have a custom asset? You're back. What did you miss? We did a little touch up on the map. Yeah, we added bits of granite. Yeah, we also need to test the save and load function. Okay, Control S. Save 25,000 tile changes. Alright, now we're going to Control L. That is a problem. Okay, so, the problem is that despite breaking the tiles, I think what the game is thinking is that, oh, we need to place a tile here. So let's test that here. Yeah, we're going to press V 3 times, save 25. Okay, the last number is a 2. Going to press V again, save again. Nope, nothing changed. So this is extremely problematic. But hey, it did save that it's clay now. And that is what I was worried about. Okay, so let's load the map again. Control L. All right, let's assess the damage. Okay, so this does work. Yeah, thank goodness that you can save progress. But now the new problem is that once this becomes a tile, it stays a tile forever. But thankfully, I think that is fixable. What we need to do is we'll just replace everything that I don't want with something like soil. Yep. Also, it's too dark here. Spawn lantern. Yeah, I'm just gonna give myself some light while I work. Spawn plasma cutter. Yeah, because yeah, the moment we get rid of things like this, yep, that's gonna stay a tile forever. And here comes the void. Chimera's logs. Okay, actually, I need to take a look at this. Yes, I do know my name is there. I do not care. That's been public information for the past few years, and who cares at this point? Program files, 86. Common. Steam. No, wait, hang on, that's the wrong. Steam apps, common. Casualties unknown demo. I'm not even going in the right location, jeez. What am I doing? Okay, back to what I was doing. Users. Aaron. Percent app data. I don't know why that folder's hidden for some odd reason. Yeah, we're going to go into the files here real quick. So that's how it is able to save. That is interesting to know. Also, I need to realize what I'm doing here. App data. Oh, I'm not even in the right folder. Local low. Orson. Casualties. Custom maps. Okay, so that's what the map is called. Yep. Let's try this again. Okay, load the map again. Yeah, there was signs of depression, so I just got rid of them. But yeah, this testing chamber, filling it in with clay, already looks like a pretty significant improvement. It looks better in my opinion. But what if it was more better? Wait, hang on a moment. I'm not even doing the right thing. I'm pressing G. And then let's also disable the mod real quick. And then re-enable the mod. Okay, what do I have selected? Yeah, let's just... Yeah, just touch up on some gravel. And also, in case you're wondering why the cursor is snapping to like around here, that's the height of the second monitor. It's moving over to the second monitor, and the second monitor is actually smaller than this one. Yeah, actually, I kind of like the streaks of gravel that I have going here. Yeah, definitely gonna touch up on that later. Yeah, turn on no clip. Yeah, let's pay attention to detail here. Yeah, just constantly flick the cursor. Yeah, I have no reason to be up this high. I say as I'm going to regret later. Honestly, let's also just fill this in with leaves. That way, temporary fix. It basically just makes future cleanup easier. Okay, now is there anything that we need to do here? Yes, there is. And that is, be over here a little bit. Select... Where is steel? Yeah, also, I'm just gonna heal myself again. Yeah, press insert, and then home again. Fuck. Okay, where's clay again? Clay. Okay, now let's also just touch this up. Yeah, let's go back up here and touch that up as well. Yeah, that is a bit consistent, I'd say. Well, I'm not dealing with that. No one's gonna notice that. Yeah, let's also just touch this up with like random spots of gravel so it doesn't look like lines as much. And then head over to granite. I'm probably blind. Yep, I am absolutely blind. Yeah, add just some random bits of granite. You know what? It's irregular, so I... Who cares? I don't like the look of this. Specifically this region. Nope. That... I don't like that. Yeah, let's fill that back in and redo that. Yeah, let's just redo this region. Yeah, this also looks too regular here. Yeah, so we're gonna redo this. Just this patch. Yeah, just... too ham. Okay, now how does this look over from here? There's a pretty big patch missing. Yeah, like right around here, so let's just fill that in, shall we? And then we're also going to Control S and let us load the map to double check that we've done it correct. And also make sure that the game doesn't crash. Okay, so this is definitely much better now. Yeah, literally have the same kind of setup. Yeah, yeah. Double monitor gaming. But now we want to go down here. So let's go over here. There should be scaffolding. Yes, there is scaffolding. Yeah, we're definitely going to make this easy to clean up as well, by just shoving leaves in places where leaves should probably not be. Yeah, I bet you never saw leaves on an asteroid, did you? Well, checkmate flat earthers. If Earth is flat, explain this. Okay, back to steel. Oh, and also I did place a recharging station when I saved. Did that save? It did not. So, okay, that is, interesting to note. It does not save entities, like the recharge station. Yeah, let's also head over here. Leaves, 3x3, 5x5. Let's just double check our work here. One, two, three. Okay, so if I place this here, nope. It is 5x5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that gives me the same exact height. Except I fucked it up because I missed concrete. So let's go back to 1 by 1 again. Yeah, and make another horizontal hallway here. We'll clean that up later. Okay, got some bit of debris in my eye. Yeah, all systems good to go. And then we're gonna place more scaffolding again. Yeah, we're gonna go over here. And that doesn't look right. Yeah, this doesn't look right. Also, it's been a while. Okay, so, alright, back to what we were doing. Yeah, I'd like to apologize that this is like possibly the most boring Casualties Unknown stream. But in my defense, this is actually pretty fun on my end. And hey, you get to look at the behind the scenes of Chimera's logs, so I'd call that a possible win. Yeah, let's just fill this in again. Yeah, and actually, let's get rid of the scaffolding. It makes for a nice watch while I play with some mods. You know, that's actually the correct mindset. It's just shove this into the background and just don't mind me talking to myself into the void. Yep. Now we need steel, which is here. 2x2 brush. Put that there. Crap. Oh well. And actually, I think that this really long hallway also is really good for pretty much whatever. Yeah, because I haven't decided what to use this hallway for. I mean, the hallway is a little bit too low, let's be completely honest. Also, hang on a moment. Add XP... I could have sworn that we were breaking leaves in one hit. So I'm just gonna add, like... we're just gonna add 500 strength experience. Okay, so... that is interesting. Strength does increase tile damage. I know that the wiki listed that out, but now we have concrete proof that strength increases tile damage. Let's get back to what we were doing. I mean, this may be obvious to you, but look, I have an IQ of 3, okay? Okay, home. Let's go back to leaves. Which should be right here. Then 5 by 5, and that is Z. Yeah, basically we're just filling this in with essentially void until we can properly, you know, get rid of it. Yeah, we'll also need to fill in the bottom with clay, which, you know, easy to do. And this map is going to take so very long to load. Okay, now back to what we were doing. Clay, 10 by 10 brush. Yeah, just fill this in. Gonna instead of 3 in real life, I don't think so. Look, I'll be entirely honest, I have like 2 brain cells, and both of them are fighting for third. Yeah, you're smarter than you give yourself credit. Oh, absolutely. Okay, so... Yeah, I think that's pretty decent coverage here. Yeah, if we're running down here, there is nothing that is an empty space. Okay, quick question. Why did I just get wet? What in the world happened there? Do do leaves make you wet? There's no way that's a thing. Oh, that's print screen. Yeah, there's no way that that's a thing. This game is so weird. I love it. Okay, one-way run, brush again. Home. I do see those two steel tiles. I'm just going to make sure that everything is right. Then we're gonna place those here. That's not the right material. But those are some pretty good placements, I'd say. Yeah, I think we're getting better at decorating the map. But yeah, please don't watch the stream if you want to get good at casualties. This is the wrong stream. If you also came here to see me die, wrong stream. Yeah, literally every other stream that I have is the correct stream, but this one. Yeah, also, let's fill that in. Not sure if block damage saves, but I don't want to find out. Yeah, just rapid flicks of the mouse. I came here to see your struggle to make a map where I listen to. Well, I mean, well, that is the right stream then. Even though this is like possibly the weirdest stream that we've ever done as Dr. Calico, but it's still the correct stream. Also, side question, why is this irregular now? Wait, it's because I saved and loaded, probably. Probably? You just constantly flick the cursor. Yeah, that looks irregular. Okay, now for granite, I need to be out of here so I can just do that. That is Zeta Place. Just put this here, put this here. You know, I'm actually quite curious. How many viewers come to my streams to watch me die horribly? And how many viewers come to see me, or just get good at Casualties is unknown. Yeah, because I'm actually quite curious about the statistics between how many people watch me because they want to get good, and how many people want to watch me because they want to see me die. A bit of morbid humor though, but I am serious. And let's also place some additional granite while we're here. Pardon me, I had some delicious food earlier. It was extremely delicious. Okay, so now let's go down here. And what we need to do... I came to your stream in hopes of helping. Okay, you know what? Fair. Oh, I have the map name open. Chimera's logs map. And maybe do a little trolling. Fair. Yeah, we're going to Control S. 33,000 tiles. And now we're going to go all the way up here, and we are going to load the map. I am currently pressing S. Okay, so let's assess the damage of what we've done here. Yeah, this looks pretty decent so far. Yeah, I think we need to just remove all the leaves, and that'll be good. But yeah, leaves are a definite problem. Yeah, because I broke all this, and once we place a block there, that block stays. Honestly, I don't know what these NPCs do, but I am very scared to spawn them in because that does not sound like it's fun. Yeah, and also while we're here, we should probably work on Chimera's office as well. Yeah, so where's a good place that would be a bit out of the way? And yes, I do know that this hallway is slightly larger, but who cares? I'll probably have, like, additional... One moment, let me just... heal. Yep. Okay, now what to do? Yeah, maybe we should, like, be over here. Nope, that's a little bit too close. I'd say let's get to work here. Tiles, clay. And then we're just gonna place clay absolutely everywhere. Yeah, just flood the entire screen with clay. And then steel. Yeah, 2x2. No worries, I'll just replace what we need to break with leaves. Or... Actually, I could contact the plugin maker and see if he's able to remove all the leaves from the map. Yeah, that's a possibility. Let's go back over here. Clay. Yeah, then we're gonna replace everything here with leaves. Yeah, I think this room is gonna be good for Chimera's office. Yeah, we'll just remove all the leaves later. Oh, wait, actually, I have a stupid idea. Let's fill in the top with concrete as well, just like the hallways. Yep, concrete tile, 1x1 brush. That is not the tile I wanted to do. Oh well. Yeah, thank goodness we have God mode on. Okay, so if I'm over here... Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Yes, let's just fill in this right side. That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Go back to gravel. Yep. And time to decorate the map. Yeah, just... There we go. Actually, I think it's fitting that... Yeah, let's actually just cut through the chamber while we're here. Yeah, we'll fix it. By replacing it with leaves and then just doing things. Yeah, let's also place a random block of granite over there as well. Gravel here. Just fill in some gaps. Yeah, the textures swapping, just forget about it. I'm not gonna fix that. There's no way in heck I'm gonna fix that. Leaves again, so that way we can just fill it in with what would later be open air. And then steel. Steel is here. And there we go. There we go. There we go. And also I'd like to reiterate that I do not think that the textures is a problem with the plugin. I think that's a problem with the vanilla game. If it is a problem with the plugin, sorry, Orson. Okay, so let's insert again. That's much better. And now I'm actually quite curious. I'm going to re-enable the mod again, and then Control S, and Control L. Let's double check. Also, I think I might be in tiles, so I might die horribly. Shit, it does save tile damage. Probably. Yes, let's get rid of that. Actually, let's double check that by just loading. I swear, if that tile is damaged, I'm going to blow my lid. Okay, it's completely intact. Okay, so yeah, I think that the general structure here is pretty much done. Yeah, there are some limitations, but it's nothing that is unsolvable, I'd say. But I'd say this is a pretty good plugin. And yeah, we're definitely just getting rid of leaves. Yeah, so basically, like, imagine a door here. Yep. Let's just remove all that. Yeah, so basically, imagine like a door around here. And text on bottom of screen. And then I need to drop down here. I'm just gonna put on God mode for that. And then I need to run back all the way over here. And then, oh, someone's got, yeah, someone is in cardiac arrest here. Yeah, I perform an automatic defib on them, and they're pretty much good to go. Yeah, I think that's worth it for the log. So yeah, that's my vision. Let's also go all the way over here to this disconnected room. Now, the problem with Casualties is that there is no furniture in the game. I mean, technically there kind of is furniture, but not really. Like, let's be completely real here. You can't have a chair. Oh, wait, hang on a moment. I just realized, home, rubber. And I need to make sure that the brush is, there we go. Yeah, actually, let's make a bed. Yeah, a bed with a solid flooring. Steel. Put that there. Rubber. Yeah, I don't entirely know how long an XP is. I like to say same width vertically, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's more than enough. Actually, let's also make it low to the ground. And add an extra tile. Wood. Actually, no, wood wouldn't. I don't think wood's gonna make sense. Let's give them a metal bed. Okay, so that looks like a bed, I'd say. Yes, we're just constructing our furniture ourselves at this point. Heat-resistant alloy. I heard how hang on. I heard how. Look, let's be entirely honest. I think we both had a stroke in both typing and reading. I need to reread that again. Like, I heard how tall an XB is and thought you meant in real life. Yeah, from what I remember, an... I'm on a phone. Okay, fair. Yeah, phones are, like, atrocious for typing. Yeah, let's just be real here. Like, autocorrect sucks. You mean auto-carrot. Okay, I think that would work for a chair. Nope. No, wait, that's Verdu. Yeah, let's just undo this. There we go. How did you know? I have a phone too. Auto-carrot sucks. Yeah, in fact, there's also someone who is wanting my attention on Discord, and... Oh. Okay. Yeah, welcome to the stream, good boy. Yep. I know you're watching now. Thanks for the message. I do read my notifications. Yep. Sorry, but you cannot hide from my 200 IQ. And by that I mean my IQ is actually 3. So yeah, we definitely need a chair. Yeah, I'd say that this isn't working. Let's get rid of that. Or actually, I'm here, just joined. Yeah, you couldn't hide. Yep, so, yeah, the only problem that I have is, let me just show you what the problem here. Yeah, so we're going to Control S, and then we're going to disable this, and then I'm going to break these blocks, and then I'm also going to, that is not what I wanted to do. But, welcome to the Void. This is, extremely problematic, because, I cannot place anything in the Void. However, what I can do is I can load the... I have to load from, a fresh save file. Yep, and now we're going to no-clip right back down here. And then we're also going to press Insert to disable the mod, Heal, spawn a lantern, because I like light. Yeah, so once we place a block, that is a block forever. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna demonstrate that real quick again. Yeah, so we broke these blocks, we remove these blocks, and then we're gonna press Control S, and then we're gonna press Control L. Excuse me, what? That's not what happened before. No, that's not what happened. this is the problem of, hey, I found a bug. I tried to replicate the bug, and the bug doesn't replicate! I didn't know you were a rapper. We're not. Oh, that might be a problem. Yeah, I blame Casualties unknown for everything. Yeah, let's delete the blocks and try not to summon the void. Because if we summon the void, we're just screwed. In fact, I'm just gonna press Control S. There's the void. And now we have to go back to the main menu. I am so glad I saved. Yeah, there's no fixing the void. Once that happens, you're just completely screwed. But we are deleting blocks, so that is important to note. Yeah, I'm just gonna heal and spawn lantern, because I like lights. Oh yeah, also the other problem is we cannot spawn in lights, so the reason why we can't spawn in lights is objects. Decor, nope, not NPCs, not background. Misc, the man who invented Control S has everyone's respect. Yes. Yeah, there should be, like, a light around here somewhere. It should be under light. Life pod light. Yeah, let's just... That didn't work earlier. The backgrounds break from the destruction tool because of improper filters. There was an issue with trying to catalog the items based on item, but there was a lot of clones. In short, I was scanning the maps while I was in game and sort of logged it all. Okay. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, but the code is being updated live. I couldn't spot in a light earlier. What the hell? I'm going clinically insane. Yeah, let's delete that. Yeah, so we definitely need lights. Because this is definitely not yeah, this is way too dark of a map. Because yeah. Okay, so let's spawn in a... Am I? Oh, I'm pressing V to brake. Nope. That doesn't look right. Life pod light 2 doesn't do anything. 3, nothing. Nothing there either. Nothing there either. I'm just curious if I can spawn in. That doesn't work. Okay, I found out what the problem is. Whoops. Probably. So I think that all we can do is spawn in life pod lights, and that's it. In fact, I'm actually quite curious. That is not the correct light. But we can make it brighter than the sun. Which, let's be entirely honest, doesn't work. Actually, what even is this kind of light? Yeah, what happens if I just press Control V? Yeah. Okay, so I'm pressing V. This object does not exist. I wonder if the game isn't being saved or loading properly because nothing is setting the ID. An issue I ran into trying to spawn blocks is that it didn't actually carry the data. I wonder if that's an issue. Lights can be placed underneath for proper lighting. What if it's a direction issue? Because it's properly set its direction. It's strange. I have no idea. Actually, let's just spawn in a light. The object you want to instantiate is null. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, also, let me just disable this so I can just get this out of here. So yeah, the only problem that I have here is there is no lighting. But, oh well. And also strength, Yep. Strength does that. I'm just gonna Control S. Yeah, let's also move on to a larger brush and be really careful about it. If we summon the void, it is all over. Yeah, I'm like tabbing. Okay, there's no more leaves here. But yeah, what's happening? Who knows? You know what, I'm just gonna save. Yeah, just very carefully. Yeah, save this again, because that could have caused the void. Did you use free cam yet? Oh, so that's what free cam is. Yeah, it disconnects the camera from the player. Yeah, but the downside is, welcome to my stream. Yeah, this is Challenger deep half the time. Yeah, honestly, yeah, free cam is good when there's lighting. But yeah. I mean, it is a nice addition. I can't see use for that. But let's turn off free cam, disable the mod, and just heal. Oh, right, I need to re-enable the mod. Dude, this is a tease you just being edited manually. Lights for sure needs to be a category. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and delete this. Please don't summon the void. Yeah, honestly, out of all the things that I thought would make me paranoid in Casualties Unknown, summoning the Endless Void was not one of them. Yeah, the Elder Hornback? That makes me paranoid. A landmine? That makes me paranoid. A spent fuel? That makes me run the fuck away. But summoning the Void was not one of the... was like the absolute last thing I expected. Whatever. Okay, home. We're going to tiles. Concrete. Let's just, place that back. The blindfolded XP used infinite void. You mean, volunteer 82-V? Which, the V stands for veteran? Yeah, fun fact about volunteer 82-V in, like, the last log. Let me just pull up my YouTube channel. I know exactly where we got the idea of volunteer 82-V. And that is... not this guy. You know, it would have been funnier if I was just alone in one of these clips.
So much food.
And also, it would be funnier if I actually had a better bitrate. But that is this guy. Right here. That is volunteer 82-V. How do I know this? Let's go over to my YouTube channel again, which... view your channel. Open a link in a new tab. Right, I forgot YouTube was broken. YouTube is still broken. But thankfully I do have a backup plan, and that is, Wondershare Filmora. Yeah, we are going to open... Yep. Come on. Some files in your project have been moved or are missing. Oh right, I deleted everything. Well, the point is that Volunteer 82-V is, I didn't expect YouTube to be this broken. The character that I played in livestream number 20 is Volunteer 82-V in the Glass Shards testing log. No, wait, not the Glass Shards testing log, it's the Blood Donations testing log. I got that messed up. Yeah, I thought it would save the source material, but nope, it does not. Anyway, let's continue mining leaves. Yeah, fun fact, I also was considering just exporting the map to you and requesting that you remove all the leaves, which is probably the strangest request ever. Yeah, that is probably like the strangest request out of context is, hey, can you remove all the leaves here? That just sounds like peak laziness. I think you can build in multiplayer. I tested at one point and had a person build and apparently they could see it if both people have the mod, who knows. I just want to take safety measures to the extreme and just not have this mod in multiplayer. Because who knows what could happen. Especially when the fact that, yeah. Yeah, this is what we refer to as cheating. But hey, cheating is all fun in the name of lore. Cheating is not fun when it is serious gameplay. I'm going to summon the Void if I do that. Okay, now let's go over to Chimera's office, which I still haven't decided on a chair. Actually, do we want to give her, like, a really shitty chair? You know, like, one heat-resistant alloy and just 2 rubber or something like that. Or 3 rubber. You know, like, something that's, you know, mass-produced, cheap, corporate, things like that. Because, that is not something that you'd find in, like, a catalog for something, I'd say. A stool chair. Okay, you know what, fair. I like that idea. Yeah, but the problem is, scale is weird. Oh, right. 5x5, and... Wait, I haven't saved. I'm saving. So yeah, maybe once this mod gets, once the plugin gets updated, then we'll probably add lights in. But other than that, a futon-like seat. That's a possibility. Or we can also just use concrete as, Didn't mean to do that. Save that. Okay, I'm also going to... Let's see if this works. If I exit the map when we just saved... Okay, now what happens if I load the map? Yeah, also I need to disable the mod to spawn in things, like... Even though I know that you can spawn in things with the mod itself... Okay, does it stay clear? Yes! It stays clear. And also, while we're here, let's also test, real quick. I need to heal. Set body field energy to 20. Okay, so this does work as a bed functionally. Yeah, I just need to be over, like, ever so slightly, but functionally that is a bed. Yep, 100. And let's also heal back up after that, because, yeah. Put that back here. Home, and then... We could use a concrete tile as a second type of metal. Yep. Okay, like, if we place this here... But yeah, also, I'm not entirely sure how to spawn in doors. Which, I think doors might have their own problem. Actually, objects, miscellaneous... It should be under D. Door. We cannot spawn in doors. I am in pain. Okay, so let's break that. Yeah, doors need to be linked through a terminal usually. Or actually, I think that the door I'm referring to is that door. I'm pretty sure that does not exist in the map. But also, what is that? Somewhere in the MISC? Yeah, do you know the name of that? Because, I certainly don't. Oh, and also, fun fact, let's disable the mod real quick. Spawn medical station. Yep, there is a medical station in the game. Yeah, it's definitely broken. Yeah, I did remember reading about this on the wiki. But I was just curious about it. Yeah, and also, what did it do? And also, second question is, yeah, it's one-time use, yeah. Yeah, also, we haven't done anything for this map, so I'm just gonna refresh it. Because I'm afraid that might be there permanently. Oh, right, I need to enter in the map name. Chimera's logs map. Oh no. Guys, I think we fucked up. Okay, I have to save. Okay, so... Okay, it's fine. Yeah, at least it's the same building it comes with back in the day. Okay, so I just had a mini heart attack because what happened was I accidentally saved an empty map. This map... Let's just make sure that this is saving correctly. Okay, I do have the custom maps window open in a second window, and it did save correctly. The safety is the same file size as the regular map. So I'm just going to delete the blank.json. Yeah, heal again. And also, I cannot stand the lack of light. Okay, put that back here. Yep, and now home. What do we want for, like, a chair? Or actually, I think that we should have, like, a door in the center. Yeah. But yeah, good boy, if you could tell me what the name of, this door is, we're gonna need to check out exactly how to spawn in that door. Because this is a door, and it actually looks like a pretty good door. Tutorial door. Okay, so yeah, I never would have gotten that. It's all the way over in T. Oh, there's tutorial radio. Actually, tutorial door 1. What happens if I spawn this in? Is this going to break the game? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. And that is because... Okay. Yeah, let's disable the mod real quick and see if we can just spawn it in real quick. Spawn? That is not a valid object. Yep. Yep, the object does not exist, according to the game. Turn it back on, and... let's get back to building some furniture. Yeah, because currently beds and chairs do not exist. But I kind of want to add a chair. So, what material would be... Yeah, I think I'll have it to where it shows you all the maps you have saved. That sounds important. Yeah, that it is saved. Yeah, and also, side note, I think this is too low. Because the text is cut off. Yeah, so, yeah, might need to bump that up by, like, an inch. If I'm gonna be completely honest. And then, glass? Yeah, can we put... Okay, now, would it make sense to have a glass chair? I'm gonna say no. Let's just have a metal chair. Yep. That's no clip. Yeah, and also, I need to sit down real quick because I need to find out how many tiles. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. Actually, no, wait. Let's. Insert. Let's just get rid of that. Having a 0.33 meter glass seat cushion would be quite the statement. Yes, it would be. But yeah, let's see here. That is effectively 3 tiles. Or actually, what if we go even cheaper than a chair? Yeah, hear me out. Just a rubber mat. And that's it. Yeah, what if we just go, like, full economically cheap as possible and just... accidentally disable the mod. And that's the entire seating area. Yeah, like, we don't even have the luxury of a chair. All we have is rubber mats. Got the rug seat. Yep, that is the rug seat. Yeah, the corporation paying its employees good? Impossible. Well, I mean, yeah, Chimera is technically on the research team in the lore, so she is technically part of the corporation with her 126 IQ. And the fact that they're also harvesting her stem cells to make smarter XPs. But she doesn't admit that. I think that they would at least give her a bed. Yeah, basically, a bed, some rubber mats for sitting, food and water, and then I think everything else might be extraneous. So basically, no TV, no phone or anything. Yeah, maybe we'll have like 2 lights here. Wait. Um, Hear me out here. Hear me out. I just realized maybe it's possible to have a light switch. Because that looks a bit like switch. Nah, not really. Yeah, I think that what needs to happen is, in order to decorate the map further, there needs to be custom assets, which, let's be completely real here, that is a completely different league of our own. Let's just stick to vanilla for now. Yeah, I don't think that we're going to be able to add anything like a light switch in here. Also, I just saw that radiation line. I want to get out of here. Yeah, I want to get out of this, yeah, out of that specific point in the menu. So yeah, I'd say that this might actually be done. Especially since we're going to add in things like barrels, crates, jugs of water, food. No fridges, because a fridge does not exist in Casualties. So yeah, I think that's actually... Let's just double check some things. Is there anything else that I'm missing here? Let's actually try the scaffolding idea again. Okay, this is actually being much more cooperative this time. Yeah, and I want to place some ladders here as well. Which I'm pretty sure that what needs to happen is... let's just check this out here. Oh my gosh, I can just spawn in ladders. But I think that's classified as an object and not a tile. So let's go all the way over to L. I went past L. Ladder. Yeah, that's an entity. But now the big question is, if I am pixel perfect... Nope, that is 1 pixel too short. Nope. 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 Move 1... Fudge. Nope, that's actually perfect. It would be funny if this actually saved. And let's just turn on no clip. Get rid of the view, Bob. Nope, that's just a little bit too far to the left. Why must I suffer? Also, I just realized I accidentally pressed V. That could have summoned the void. I just pressed V again. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, it has to be left to right. Yeah, we're just adding in some additional decorations here, and that's gonna annoy someone. And also, a side note, that's not right. Just very slightly. Okay, so this does work as a continuous ladder. No, wait, hang on, I need to double check. For reference, I am holding up. You know, actually, I think we could just have it so that I don't need to go up a ladder. Yeah, or just... Yeah, in a panic situation, I think what would need to happen is... Nah, that didn't work. Let's actually... I'm gonna turn the mod on as a safety measure. Fix the door background is part of the filters. Alright. Yep, that is excellent, as I frequently say. Yeah, what happens if I just stack multiple ladders together? Yeah, so let's delete these ladders. That doesn't work. Okay, so lesson learned. Stacking multiple ladders does literally nothing. I thought it would make a single continuous ladder, but not the case, unfortunately. I am sad. But actually, wait, hold on, I just remembered, no, there has to be a way to get long ladders. Because... What are those structures? Yeah, what are those structures in the game? The ones with, like, multiple ladders that go from top to bottom shaped like an H. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if the ladders were disconnected. So there has to be a way to get really long ladders in that are continuous, but we just don't have that yet. Yeah, I'm going insane. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna Control S. And then I'm just gonna start placing more ladders. Nope. Almost. So close. You know what? Screw the tiny little pixel. 1 pixel inconsistency. I just don't care anymore. Yeah, not sure what the structure is called, but I always thought it was a bridge. Wait, is that 1 pixel off? No, it's not. Also, accidentally pressed V over nothing? That could have summoned the void. Come on, there we go. First try! Yeah, I think that in a panic situation, just get up. Okay, now I'm gonna control S and let's double check. Okay. Control L. Okay, things are definitely changed. Yep, definitely loaded. Moment of truth. I am in pain. Yield. Nap. Nap, we can't even do that. Well, okay. Let's double check what we've got here. Okay, let's save that. So yeah, how do we fix verticality? Oh yeah, I just healed. Okay, let's, tiles, scaffolding. Yeah, what if we just make it thinner because scaffolding? This is definitely not built for human transit. But yeah, let's see here. Let's run some tests with pretty much the finishing touches here. Yeah, and also on occasion, honestly, I don't want to bother fixing this. Yeah, the texture anomalies, just yeah, I'm not bothering fixing that. Yeah, we've already got enough problems on our plate already, and possibly base game engine problems is not one of them that I want to deal with. So yeah, basically, if the camera starts like right here, yeah, you know, text going down, Okay, I just missed the fall. So yeah, let's just run a quick simulation of, you know, an initial log, which is basically, yeah, and then we just go down here and someone's in cardiac arrest, and then we just AED them. Yeah, or someone's severe depression. Yeah, that could work. But yeah, as for here, I think it's just mostly, yeah, make this continue off camera or something like that. You know, that there's nothing actually here. Maybe just have a couple of extra doors or something. Yeah, then as for Chimera's office, pretty much. Yeah, basically just have her sit here with a lot. Actually, let's just spawn in, like, spawn med crate. That is, if I can spawn it in correctly. Spawn container crate. Yeah, then the door is like right here. Set body field. Is standing. I don't know what that did. Probably nothing. But yeah, like, have a door like right here, maybe some lights to decorate the place up. And then she's like sitting on a mat or something. You know, the company couldn't even afford a chair. Actually, is this even the correct width? This is the correct width. Yeah, I just need to move, like, ever so slightly. Yeah, it's actually really easy to be here. But yeah, we're definitely not getting anything like a painting, because, let's be real here, will the corporation supply a painting? Probably not. In fact, my whole body fits on this map. Okay, that's gonna get annoying. So, let's re-enable the mod again. This is not deep enough, because we have just sat down. Tiles. Glad I caught that. I think it's possible to have the doors be the shuttle doors at spawn. Chances are it might be a one-time use door. I think that it is absolutely going to be a one-time use door. Yeah, let's also just let's just fill this in real quick. G gravel. Okay, H 1 by 1. Yeah, we're going to do all the cheating if we're building the map. Yeah, since this is for a video issue, I don't think it would be an issue with setup. Well, I think that if we're talking about the shuttle doors, yeah, I think that that could work for, like, a room. You know, like, let's say that I want a door here that just blocks the hall. Yeah, I think that could work. But the downside is, I'd say we should just avoid that door at all costs, because what would happen is the moment that anyone opens the door, we might need to reset the entire map. And that is extremely volatile, in my opinion. And I'm not in it for volatility. But still, it would be a cool idea. Yeah, let's just do some further decorations on this map. Just some additional gravel. Yeah, like I honestly just don't care if it's uniform or not. Yeah, just more gravel. Yeah, because uniformity is not something an asteroid is known for. Okay, that looks much better now. Let's also place like a few random granite. Okay, so now if I'm like sitting down and my cursor's all the way down here, I think that's as low as the camera can go. Let's I'll take some water here. Okay, the camera cannot go any lower. So I'd say this room is effectively done. Let's just delete these crates here because they're useless. Yeah, we'll also just wait to sit here as well. And also, let's just some, just a few touch-ups. Yeah, just some little touch-ups. Yeah, why am I paying attention so much to the placement of gravel? Well, if anyone's played Neon Defense before, I did all the art for Neon Defense. All of it. So I'm pretty much a qualified artist at this point. And that is not enough gravel. Yeah, not enough gravel bordering here. Let's just add in like some random gravel here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use the entire map, but let's make it look good. Yeah, doing art is crazy work for a video game. It's like juggling professions. Well, actually, fun fact is, the only things I didn't do for Neon Defense is the music, 10 lines of code. And that's it. Yeah, I did all the sound effects for Neon Defense, I did all the art for Neon Defense, all the code for Neon Defense. Pretty much practically, like 99% of the work was made by me. The other 1%, I basically just commissioned a composer to do the music, and still in contact with him should I get income rolling to progress it further. And then as for the 10 lines of code, the 10 lines of code was written by AI to fix a bug that was annoying me for like 3 days. However, the 10 lines of code has been removed because what happened was I fixed the bug even harder. Yeah, what is it, gamer? Yeah. But actually, you know what? I'm just gonna open up Neon Defense real quick. Let me express the 10 lines of code. Hmm. Yeah, I'm going to scroll all the way up. I'm pretty sure 10 lines of code is within reason at this point. Because, yeah, that is way too many lines of code. So to put that into perspective, 1, 2, I'm just going to control V here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Basically, 10 lines of code is written by AI that we removed. That is about the equivalent of this much space. Look at the scroll bar. It didn't move. Anyway, now that we've been derailed, let's go back to what we were actually here for. Oh, and also, that was the game's engine that you were looking at, too. That was the entire brains of the operation. Yeah, let's just run a little double check again. Yeah, I know that this room pretty much finished. Yeah, I tried coding once, I'm not very good at it. I'm using mod to store complex data in a number string, and extracting it from a number string too. So what mod is, yeah. Okay. Let's double check there. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what mod is, or modulo, it's division. Except the remainder is the answer. So basically, let me open up the console here. So basically, 1002 mod 10 is that. Actually, I think I got the formatting wrong, but you get the gist. Yeah, this is definitely going to sprain some ankles. In fact, let's turn off the mod and see how painful it is. I found the door function in the game's code. Right, testing, is this too high of a fall? Honestly, I thought I would break my leg. I thought I would break a leg by doing that. Second question. Nope. There we go. So apparently, don't fall from up here. That is way too high. But falling from down here, perfectly safe. Like, yeah, just the edge of the scaffolding. And yeah, I had to disable the mod to get God mode off. But you know what, let's also just... Yeah, we're not about misery here. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, RC Gamer learned code is more or less learning how to recycle other people's code. Sir, you are absolutely right. Because let's open up gdevelop again, and Control F. There's 3 comments about recycling. Yep, recycled. Recycled. And something here has recycled in it. Oh, yeah, see, it was recycled. Yeah, yeah, Neon Defense is just... Let's be completely honest, it is a complete junkyard of recycled code, and I love it. But yeah, if we're running down here at, like, full velocity... Yeah, I need to practice the jump here while we're here. Okay, so that works. Or that also works too. Yeah, because, yeah, this is in a bit of a panic scenario that this verticality is going to be used for. Because, let's be entirely honest, just having a hallway, it's boring. But yeah, I think that is pretty smooth because there's no imperfections here. However, I might need to widen it up by like 1 or something. Or for getting up, maybe I should have it getting up as well. Yeah, so, okay, honestly that's annoying. I'm just gonna reload the map. Chimera's logs map. Then Control L. Yeah, honestly, you're more interested in learning about art at the moment than coding. Absolutely fair. Yeah, also, I'm actually quite curious what the... Okay, so the player spawns with basically -10 mood, effectively. So basically, I think I need to run the heal command every single time for these logs if I want to actually get this out of here. But yeah, yeah, also, I think I want to go a bit behind the scenes for some of the logs as well. So what I did to remove an eye was set body field. I lost. Oh, I gone. True. Oh. Yeah, I just did that for removing an eye. And then also set body field disfigured. And yeah, just like that, I just got 82 volunteer 82-V, all without doing any of the RNG related to landmines or anything like that. Yeah, I just set the variable, and, you know, it works. Yeah, that's way easier than running into spike traps. Yeah, it is absolutely way easier. Oh, and also, fun fact, set limb field, that is, hand B, is, dismembered. Yeah, we just amputated our hand without the need for pain. But also the heal command just brings back everything. That is way easier than doing what I'm about to do here. Amputate. Hand B. Yeah, that... Don't do that command. Amputate head. Yeah, the amputate command exists. Why it exists? I think that it's Elder Thornback amputation. But yeah, also... Yes, you can amputate your head via a command. I'm gonna heal, though. Yeah, we're not all about dying. Yeah, that looked probably like extremely horrifying. And yeah, that's also extremely horrifying. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure you cannot lose your head. Yeah, that actually happened early in testing of this mod. I had to add it to a filter because it was scary AF when I did it on myself. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, we're just testing various things at this point, and we're not about to just murder XPs. Hey, guess what I forgot to do? Okay, so we are going to place this. Actually, what if it's just one scaffolding? Yeah, would it be easier with one scaffolding? Actually, I think that sounds much... Hang on, I just realized. Heal, spawn item... It's not spawn item. I'm giving myself some light. And then, Chimera... is logs map. Control S. We didn't save. Well, time to save. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, time to double check. And then Control L. Yeah, good thing rogues are cheap. Yeah, these are like the $5 rubber mats. Yeah, that you get for like, I don't know, making things clean or something. It's certainly better than a wood chair. And... Okay, I forgot. Okay, this is actually looking much better now. Whatever. So yeah, I'd say that this map is, probably, like, done at this point. I need to talk touch it up again. I just realized. Didn't save the touch-ups. Yeah, I would be using free cam if I actually had a light source on my cursor. Insert home. That should be gravel. And it is Z. Yeah, let's touch this up again. Just random gravel. Haven't you thought about adding some fake plants? I'm pretty sure, you know, like those potted plants? Those don't exist in Casualties Unknown. Apparently the corporation is cheap and they hate us. Huh. But I think what could happen for possibly a later log, haven't decided yet, is maybe like a biodome or something like that. No, wait, that wouldn't make sense. No. The corporation is cheap and they hate us. Yeah, that's my take, is that the corporation is cheap. They hate us. No mushroom plants in the lab. Yeah, the more you hear about the corporation, the more laughable evil they are. Yeah, basically, they hate us. And my internal lore is the fact that they want to keep us alive for research purposes. Yeah, the food trucks were funny. What food trucks? Yeah, I didn't read that much into the lore. What food trucks are we talking about? And why am I so paranoid about the food trucks now? No funny mush tails in the lab. Yeah, no funny mush tails. Yeah, let's just do a little bit of light decorations. The lawyer got into cooperation for 2 entire shipping trucks of chocolate milk and dog food. And they had to come up with this excuse to find the experiments. To hide the experiments. Oh, wow. Because I'm pretty sure that is enough food to feed a king in XP terms. Okay, let's just do one last test, and that is... Okay, that felt kind of smooth, actually. Yeah, if we just... Yeah. Nope. Or we can just do that. Okay, that was a fluid motion. So what I did was I held S. Yeah, I think it's important that we test out the scaffolding like right here. Now instead of like much later. Probably when the script guys come in, or like the stunt doubles, you know, other community members, things like that. That felt really fluid, just by animation, I'd say. Yeah, so cursor down here. Yeah, hold S. Yeah, just double check. That is really fluid motion, I'd say. Yeah, unlike things like... Yeah, that felt a little too rigid. Or we could also just... But also I'm curious, can I look the other way while sliding down? I'm too good. Nope. Nope, can't look to the left. Yeah, you'll just do that. Well, pain. Yeah, and I don't think there's really much of anything else to do here, other than let's just place like a few more blocks. Has touch up. And Control S, and we're going to double check that it's saved. Control L. And then let's... Yeah, I'd say that kind of happy with what I've done so far. Yeah, I think the lantern is also actually, let's spawn in 3 lanterns for maximum brightness. Yeah, because we're gonna have lights like everywhere here. And I think this is also brighter than the lights. So yeah, just a little lighting test here, and I'd say this map looks pretty decent with the lighting effects illuminating like everywhere. Yeah, the one thing company won't skimp out on is lighting. Absolutely true. We're just gonna say this is a different part of the asteroid. And yeah, I can't even see the hallway over here. Even though it's like a short walk. Oh, it gets better when you figure out the plushies. Oh yeah, spawn plushie. I don't recognize that plushie. Dune? Question mark? But yeah, I haven't done anything, so yeah, the dev is a moth. Wait, Orson is a moth? Metaphorically, or... Uh, look, my brain is like fried. It's like 1 a.m. Yeah, yeah, I think I'm just, oh, his Sona is a moth. Yeah, personas, or fursona, honestly an interesting question. I haven't decided on mine. I think Casualties is going to decide for me, though. Yeah, I'm being completely real here. I did not decide on a fursona. It's been over a decade. But yeah, I just don't think there's really much of anything else to do with this map. I'm kind of happy with what I've done so far. So, yeah, you know what? I think that This is pretty valuable feedback. Possibly the richest form of feedback that you can get is the tools work. We found some hiccups, but yeah, the tools work. For what we have here. Yeah, and plus we also have the console command that we can just spawn in things like barrels as well. Yeah, and also we kept the testing chamber intact. You know, I think we should also just delete the terminal as well. Yeah, I think that deleting the terminal makes sense. Cannot delete the table, though. Yeah, no computer, because that... Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, also... yeah, we also did accidentally test God mode. Yep, God mode works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a fall from that distance would be fatal, like, immediately. Because that was terminal velocity. What if you continue? I think it goes to the next layer. Which, breaks the game, and I do not want to find out if it breaks the game or not. It probably does. But yeah, there's just nothing else that really strikes my mind for this stream and this map. So yeah, you know, I'm happy ending it off right here. So without further ado, that's about it. Thanks for viewing. Yep, and I'm so going to have a really awkward discussion with YouTube as well, because they're going to be confused as heck with this stream.